Hey, I'm Roger UC, and today the assassin wheel is gonna get assassinated. Okay, so what we're doing today is we've got the Marty A2 over here, and hang on, you're supposed to go forward when I double click you. Yes, okay. And the thing we're doing is having to do with a conversation that Marty was having with Begode. So Begode is aware of what happened, and they're trying to come up with possible causes. So the reason this thing is torn apart is because I'm making my way inside to the possible causes, and the long drawn out intro video that I made was all done without a microphone attached to me or my camera. So I always complain about my fancy setup, how it never works right. And yeah, there we go. So where is the problem? They say that it is under the main board on the BMS. And they say it is near the FETs that turn the charging capacity of the pack on and off. So I'm gonna do a little digging, get to that FET, and examine it with a circuit board microscope and check to see if everything looks copacetic. And if it looks great, I'm gonna make it not great. I'm going to hit it with my hot air station, remove the diode, and then see if they're telling Marty anything that could possibly be true, because in my non-expert opinion, there's no chance that diode has anything to do with the failure of the wheel. So I will continue on and check in with you again shortly. All right, so this is the side of the BMS with the positive on it, and the positive gets the fuses. That is a direct connection to the battery cells, except for those fuses. And we switch around to the other side. The negative side has the charge interruption circuitry on it. All right, so this is the before on the BMS. You can see there's 12 volt thing, and then right above that is the diode, that big black blobby thing. It's covered in something called conformal coating, which keeps it so it doesn't get wet. So a lot of good stuff done on this pack, and everything looks nicely intact. And this is the after. There's no more diode there. You could see where it used to be between those two spots, and it is no longer there. All right, well, this is the BMS. It's not going to be easy to show with this, but I'll attach some other photos. But the diode used to be right there, and now it's over there. So I'm gonna put it back in here and turn the thing on, and let's see, click, click, click. And then I think it's still gonna work. All right, I'll be right back. Or maybe I'll be writhing in pain on the ground. We'll see. More to come. Okay, so I did say I would ride the wheel with the diode in my hand. Little problem with that is, so here's the wheel, and I had the diode on one of the pieces of paper that I had on the table that I forgot I had the diode on. So I'm gonna ride the wheel, but I've got no diode in my hand. Whee! I'm not dead yet. So I think I'm gonna check to see if the thing charges without that diode, because I lost it. And if it doesn't charge, then I'll have to do some other little funky things to make it charge. So, you know, more stuff that Marty's gonna love. Actually, it would be about sort of the equivalent of what I did for his Master Pro. So maybe he actually wouldn't mind. Anyway, Next thing will be me reassembling the wheel because it is currently looking a little bit unassembled. But good enough to ride. Okay, well, I don't think that diode had anything to do with it. So, good try, Begode. What's your next guess? Okay, I'll have the wheel together in a second. Okay, there's the A2 fully reassembled without the diode inside. And I already tested the charging on it. That works fine. I also decided to make Marty's battery a little bit prettier, so I did rewrap it. But I think there's still a mystery as to why it died. Oh, and I did revert the firmware back to the same firmware that it had on it when Marty gave it to me. So the only other possible firmware related thing would be a bad flash, which is like where a couple of the bits are a little wonky, but that would usually result in an error being kicked back, not a successful flash. So very unlikely, but that is it. Thank you for wasting your time with me over something that I was almost positive was not a thing, and now I feel more justified in saying it wasn't a thing. So yeah, still a mystery as far as what happened, and also I know Marty says he's going to be on the sideline for his tour of 2023, but I think we'll figure out a way to have him there. Anyway, I'll talk to you soon.